Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I love days like this. This is when we end up taking over and owning the markets. I bought some more S&P. Chris Cullen.
Chris Cullen has become a member.
Thank you, Chris, very much indeed. If you are watching, we're running today a half a show. We're running without all our lights and production because one computer is down, being repaired this evening, hopefully at the Apple Store, which I'll be going to later on. Hopefully that will all get fixed with a replacement battery. All right, one of those frustrating things, I have to have a battery even though I plug it in. I am going to ask them actually, can you remove the battery and I plug it and just have it running without the battery? That would be very, very helpful. Anyway, I've just bought some more S&P when it dipped again. I'm going to probably have to trade, probably going to have to sell some when we get up just to reduce margin, but that's okay because we're still making money, or try and hold them if I can. We shall see. Welcome in, Chris. Hey, Banana Heads. Hey, Vaz. I'll be getting to you tomorrow. Hey, Vaz. Feeling better, Mike? Yes, let's hope so. High fight. Good to have you here. Yo-ho, made 50% scalping LESL today. Congratulations, Rob Brennan. Yes, much better. Still got a little way to go, but thanks for asking. Very, very good to hear. Very, very good to hear. How are you feeling, Martin? Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better as well. It's day 1 of 7 of my antibiotics for my infected ear. That feels a lot better, but we all know that you have to keep doing the course of antibiotics. You can't just start it and stop it. You got to keep in on the game. So it's a bit like muscle relaxers. I'm not enjoying it. I'm obviously very sensitive to alcohol. I'm sensitive to any drugs or whatever. So we shall see. I shall be taking my second one tonight. Thanks for asking, Mike. All right, welcome everybody on the extra channel. Been quite busy over there today, which is nice to see all our members. Zach8, James 007, Steve Wally, Fight Channel. I'm buying more shares in the bloodbath of the day. Yes, I've been doing it every time it drops a couple of dollars a share for the S&P. I buy another 5, and of course I'm using margin, but I'm happy to do that because the rate I pay in interest is a lot less than the gain. The dividend covers the interest, so I'm not really worried. And with interest payments going to come down, of course, that's going to get cheaper anyway. This is just a chance to accumulate more and more of what I want to own long term. So it's good. It's very, very good. Okay, let's go for our position. So you can see it's a very big red day today. Of course, my portfolio is down 0.87. More than it would be. If we look at the S&P is actually down today by 0.86, and I'm actually down 1.28. That's because the more and more margin I use, the more dramatic the downs are, but the more dramatic the ups are. And I know the ups are going to come after tonight. Netflix earnings shortly. We're not covering the Netflix earnings tonight because I've got to go out and get the computer fixed. But hopefully we'll get to see what the Netflix earnings is before I go, or at least get an idea of it. Hoping for a beat. That'll be great. That'll raise the markets. But also, I think everyone is trading on Donald Trump today. He's speaking today and expecting a very switch of, in the positive, that is, for the stock market if Donald Trump wins the election, which is now looking increasingly likely. So we are getting a pivot. We are getting a transition from mega caps into small stocks, but now we're getting a general broadening of the market, so more reason to stay in the S&P. So all is good, I think. So there you go. Let's read some more comments and let me go through all our positions here. What have we got here? Taken profits now, said Rob Brennan. Added 100 shares for 1,000 today at 588, looking for 20% trade by Monday. Chris Schultz, congratulations to you. Yoo-hoo. He loves it. They usually have a reverse effect on the meds. They usually have reverse effect on me, the meds. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like taking medication at all. Martin, do you still do shows at the restaurant you used to, or full-time investing YouTube? Yeah, full-time YouTube now. I don't do any in-person gigs at all. It's everything I do is in this studio. Yes, that's it. Everything I do. It's great because I'm focused on it now, really focused on it. IBRX, thank you, Chris Schultz. Space, setting new lows every day. Martin warned us all. Yes, I did. But the trouble is now, it's a whole different ball game. What's going on now? So, Rob, check out IBRX. Might be able to 20% that. Yeah, Trump is in Longville, Georgia today for the rally. We've got the convention tonight as well. We're looking forward to that. That's when we're going to see some movement, I think. I think that's what it's all about. What's your opinions still on space? My opinions haven't really changed on Virgin Galactic. There's no reason to do so. The stock is going to go to sleep for 6 months. Rates will come down. That will help Virgin Galactic. However, it's still selling off knowing rates are coming down. But we do have a general sell-off at the moment. I think people are selling out, ready to buy back in again. I think we're going to get rate cuts before September. I know I keep saying September. I've said it for a year and a half. In the summer of 24, rates would come down. But now I'm thinking there's a good chance we might get a surprise. I think it's next Wednesday, 6 days away. We might get a surprise. We've got a FOMC report and we're going to cover it live. We might get it surprised then. I think the markets are all ready for it now. And I think that's why the markets are selling off. We are selling off. We have got a broadening across the index, moving out of mega caps into small caps. Now, remember, a lot of the small caps today are rising. They are up on the S&P. That's the power of the S&P. I'm not down that much because they're rising. The mega caps are dropping. But the thing is, what's going to happen is the small caps have gone up. There will be some trimming, but not much because more money is coming into the market. I said in July, billions of dollars would come in, and that's what's happening. People are taking profits, and they're going to come back. The quality companies, even though they're selling off, they're going to come back. There's no reason to suggest they're just going to keep selling off at all. At some point, it's going to start going the other way. So I'm just adding more on the way down, and hopefully won't have to sell. But I'm getting some serious accumulation of margin now. See, look, 41.9. I mean, it's really loading up. So I'm very, very confident. I've still got 47,000 buffer, 61%. It's still absolutely huge. So I'm still extremely safe. There's no issue, margin calls or anything like that. But to not buy on the way down, you're doing yourself a disservice. The point is, if I end up with so much, I mean, if it does happen that I end up with so much margin and so much stock, and I spend the next 5 years paying it off, that's not necessarily a problem because I end up with buying the stock for what I would have bought in 5 years. So in 5 years, it's going to double. So I'm getting it at half price effectively by buying it now. If interest rates come down and I can increase my income and keep paying it down, I'm going to win. Just got to keep doing that. It's all about patience and discipline. Understandable, but check it out. Guaranteed at the moment. Hang on a minute. I missed a few comments there. Hi, Martin. How's the music channel doing? Liam, let me have a quick look. Thank you very much for asking. Very, very kind of you to ask. I'm trying to get to 4,000 watch hours just to keep my account, just to keep my YouTube channel alive. It's not about making money or anything like that. I don't make money on the copyrighted music anyway. Let's have a look. Analytics, watch time. Here we go. Couldn't see it then for a minute. 3,800. Yep, 3,800 now. Just over, heading towards 3,900. So we're doing well. There you go. You can see it there, look. 3,800 now, heading towards 3,900. I like it. Few more subscribers. I lost one. Looks like I lost one today. but that's okay. That's life. But it's trending up, as you can see, trending up. I want to get to 10,000 so I can do fundraiser for charitable events. But that's good. 3,800. Of course, it just dips down. And then Friday night, tomorrow night, there'll be a concert. Hopefully, I'll have my lights fixed, and then we can do. It can rise up again. So we're doing all right. Thank you very much for asking. Let me switch back to the investor channel. Right. Let's get back to here. We're dipping again. Let's have a look. So I last bought 507.54, 506, another dollar down. Just can't catch the bottom. This is where you run out of money. It's like, bloody hell, keep going and going. But I've got so much profit in it, I don't mind doing it. I'm really getting in big time now, but I am okay with this. Look at that. Now down 1.6. It's really moving. We're getting a very, now this is when it could hit the bottom. This is when it could hit the bottom now. A last flash crash, because we got only 45 minutes to go before the markets close. Then we've got Netflix. Then we got Donald Trump, and then it could all bounce back. That's what I believe is going to happen. So we're getting a nice drop now. Let's look on the week. So this could be another chance. Let's have a look. So we're down on the week now, nearly 2%. 10% is the top, but you can't time it. You don't know. On the week, on the month, we're nearly, well, there you go. We're nearly down on the month, only 0.4, and we'll be down on the month. Now, the S&P, that's a decent dip. That's a decent drop. If you look at it, we don't get much bigger. It's slightly bigger there a year ago, back in April 24, like 6 months ago, April, March, June, July, 4 months ago. But it came back very quickly. 506 now. What was the last buy-in? 506. You're basically getting the dividends for free now. 506, 507. That's another $2. 505. Good question, Liam. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Crag. Thanks, Chris. I'm trying to not do much day trading, though. That the risk doesn't make me calm. No. I knew you'd appreciate that, Liam. I love it. Understandable, but check it out. Almost guaranteed at the moment. Hey, why is the NASDAQ falling? NASDAQ is concentrating on tech. It's falling a lot stronger. If we go and look at the NASDAQ, just bear with me a second. I'll bring it up. Remember, we had to do this the other day. We ended up with the wrong one. Here we go. NASDAQ is down. Here we go. Let me share with you. The NASDAQ, look, is down. NASDAQ, so the SPY is down 0.82. The S&P 500. The S&P 500 is down 0.83. NASDAQ is down 1.26. That shows you it's the mega caps, all right? The mega caps are selling off. But there's going to be a turnaround here, and it's a buying opportunity. It's a buying opportunity. Netflix earning tonight. Dow Jones, the industrial, down 1.3. Still the safe bet is the S&P. It's broadening. The smaller caps are broadening. So this is a time to catch it. So I'm doing it. I'm putting my money where my mouth is and my mouth where my money is. Does that make sense? Come on, Face ID. Right. Let's have a look again. Chris Schultz, 5 to 20 points. Chris Schultz. Sorry for the stupid question, Martin. What is the main difference between something like the NASDAQ, S&P, the Russell? Is it just site? No. What we've got is the S&P is the benchmark. It's a broad market. It's the one that's had all the history for the longest period of time, right? It does focus on the Mag 7. You've got the high tech at the top, but it's still regarded as balanced because tech should be more than a bank or whatever, but it's an even balance and it's been spread over time. I just explain that a bit further. This is really important. Great question. If you look at the top 10 holdings here on the S&P 500, Let me just bring it up. The top 10, where is it? Let me just refresh this a second. Might buy some more in a second. Here we go. Top 10 holdings. Now, what you've got. Can you see this here? Let me just make sure it's clear. Right, okay. Top 10 holdings. Number one holding is Microsoft at 7.23. Microsoft at 7.23. Okay. Then Nvidia at 6.62. So it's tech weighted. However, it's nowhere near as tech weighted as the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is even more tech weighted, hence why it's up. Why the NASDAQ is down even more. Let me come back to the main chart here. Here you go. So the SPY, the S&P 500, down 0.77. NASDAQ is down 1.17, a lot more. What about the Russell? Let me put the Russell in. Now the Russell is primarily, the Russell 3000 is made up of the smaller caps, much smaller. So it's a completely different index. Let me type it in. I'll add it in. I don't know why I didn't have it in before. So thank you for the question. Russell 2000, the Russell 2000. Which one shall we use? Which is the main Russell 3000? I think the Russell. Which one shall we use? Russell 3000. This is Chicago Board Options Exchange USD Russia Russell 2000 Russell Chicago Board Options Russell. Let me just check which one I'm going to use. Russell, the Russell 3000. That's the main index. RUA. Right, down 0.9, 0.8. There we go. This is the main one. We'll add that. So let's add that. Add to watch list. Okay, here we go. Let me come out of there. This is made up of the small caps. Okay, and as you can see, let me rise it up. Whoops, a daisy. Edit watch list. Let me bring it up to there. Right, they got oil. Right. Okay. So now you can see the NASDAQ, which is predominantly tech, is down 1.2. The Russell is down 0.93. It's down more now than the S&P. So what you've got now is the small caps are starting to, they're starting to be sold off more than the general index. That tells me that we're about to get a bounce back on the S&P. So if we come back to the S&P, you can see it's tech at the top, 7.3 Microsoft, 6.62 Nvidia, Apple 6.6, Amazon 3. Amazon has just had a great day with their Prime. All of this is good news, but no one is appreciating it yet. That's why I like it. This is all slowing down now. Let me come back to here, and I'm going to have another nibble at some more S&P. Right. What are we now? 506. 506. I just bought at 507. Now it's 506. We're going to bounce soon. I don't know, but I really feel that we should bounce back soon. And then we'll set new highs again, and this will be an opportunity. I'm going to do it. I'm going to buy 5 more at this level. Okay. So here we go. VU, trade 506, buy 5, review. There you go. Just bought another 5. I'm approaching $200 a month now. Hang on. Yes, $200 a month now, dividends. Okay. $200 a month now, dividends. That's what we're doing. Vaz, what are the most popular songs on the music channel? You know the answer to that. One of the most popular songs now on the music channel is not Phantom of the Opera, is not my Elton John Circle of Life. Well, they are actually. There's 14,000 views on Circle of Life, whatever. But of recent times, Ya Ya Ding Dong. Over 1,000 views now. My Ya Ya Ding Dong is getting all kinds of views now. You knew that. That's why you wanted me to answer that. I know where you were going with that. What are the most popular songs on the music channel? Ya Ya Ding Dong. Good time to buy the SoFi dip, says YouTube Game Show. Why would somebody unsubscribe from your music channel? I have no idea. I guess they didn't like the music. Now, let me tell you, Mike, it's actually not always an unsubscriber. It's very rare on the music someone would unsubscribe, right? Because they subscribe for your music. You don't have it's not like the Investor Channel where you've got an opinion where somebody might not like your opinion, right? You've simply got music. If you liked it, you like it. I mean, why would you then unlike it? What happens is the music channel's been going for about 20 years and YouTube rinse out accounts. If people die, if accounts have gone dormant, they've not been active for years, they get deleted. So very often YouTubers can wake up once a year and go, oh my God, I'm down 3%. It's YouTube rinsing out dead accounts. And there's nothing wrong with that because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you've got 1 million subscribers. What counts is watch time. So it doesn't really matter. Obviously, we all want to grow subscribers, but what's important is how many views you've got and how much money you earn technically if you're trying to do it for money. Right? Okay. IBRX 4890, $10 calls bought for tomorrow. I'm going with it. Not mine, but someone. I'm not sure what that means. Bag term. Not sure what that means. Bag 'em. Anyway, good luck to you, Chris. We're sliding on down again. Yep. Won't go on forever. Ya Ya Ding Dong has become the #1 hit. It has. It has. It really has. He's right. Ya Ya Ding Dong. It's become the #1 hit. I can be down 50,000 to 60,000 on Fisker, but I don't bat an eyelid. But being down a couple of grand on Tilray really pisses me off. Tilray. Oh, MSK. Isn't it funny? It's funny how that happens. I understand. Crag, I loved Monday short party. I woke my girlfriend up for it. Brilliant. I love it, Vaz. Great. We enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And thank you to your £25 super chat. That was absolutely brilliant. Thank you. One was a gamble, the idiot child, and the other is the one you believe in but lets you down. Tilray. Yes. Trending in the UK charts now. Yeah, Martyn Lucas sings Ya Ya Ding Dong. #1 hit in England. I love it. I love it. Yes, Vaz was great. Unexpected finish to the evening. Yes, agreed. Tilray, it will get there, MSK. It's only a drop in the bucket for you, says Liam. Yes, it's piss all I'm in good, I think. MSK. When you think about it, the weed, it's ridiculous to make all the political monetary issues with a stinking weed. Oh, yes. It's just fuel for my carpet. There you go. Basically, wild night out in Vegas. 50 grand? Bloody hell, mate. For me, a wild night out is $3 down McDonald's, mate. 50 to 60 grand? Bloody hell, mate. Hell yeah, MSK. Blackpool is the Vegas of the UK. Yes. And do you know I've done the Blackpool Grand? Did you all know that? Have you all seen that? Have you seen my poster next to 42nd Street and Chicago? Oh yeah, you didn't realize, did you? You didn't realize that you're with somebody famous here, right? You didn't, did you? You didn't realize. You got no idea. You got no idea how famous I am, how famous I was. How famous I was is the truth. I was famous once. Do you want to see Blackpool? Look at this. You're going to see something pretty amazing now, right? All right, you ready? You want to see something amazing? Right. So we're in Vegas. Vegas is Blackpool is Vegas, right? So here I am. I'm arriving in Blackpool. Here's a couple of my dancers. They're getting some fish and chips. Look, right? See One Night in Vegas. See One Night in Vegas on the back of the shirts. Yeah, we're in Vegas. This is my two of my showgirls, and look, Paul Nicholas, really famous, 42nd Street. Even Noddy and friends, right? And you've got Carmen, no Tosca, look, you got Tosca over there, look, and you've got look, One Night in Vegas, the Blackpool Grand. Look at that, there I am, starring Martyn Lucas at the Blackpool Grand. That is the most famous theatre in England, full West End cast. Look at that. The Blackpool Grand. That is like Vegas. Well, it is the Vegas. It is the Vegas of England, right? There you go. There is the theatre. 2,500 seats, I think it is. There's me years ago. There's all the showgirls, look. There's me in the centre, look. See, you didn't realise this, did you? There's my truck, look. One Night in Vegas. For outstanding showmanship, first class presentation, BBC. Look at that. See, look at that. I was once important. There you go. Once upon a time, I was somebody. Now I belong to you. Now I live here on YouTube talking to you. There you go. Blackpool. That's right. Do you know what I didn't sing there though, Vaz? I didn't sing Ya Ya Ding Dong. Nice name, Vaz. Blackpool is a dump now. Since I left. Lenders a tenner, MSK. Hi, Stacey Bailey. Hi, Stacey. Rob Brennan account. Mine also. I was only joking. Unless you're offering, of course. Yeah. I'll take it. The power of the super chat. Remember, we are ruining Martyn's hard work for chat again. Yes, you are. Meta, relative strength. Good afternoon. Always happy to HBO. Help a brother out. Are you UK-based, MSK? Yes, he is. Hello. Hit the like button, Stephen Lundowski. England is his city. Yes. MSK, you should move to Dubai and rub elbows with the high rollers. Another red day. I'm loving it. Are you in Discord, MSK? Yes, he is. I think he is. It'll be too easy. I prefer making it the hard way. There you go. Yes, although I don't use it very much. Ding dong. Just like my snakes video. The Lucas snake. What? Me starring in Blackpool with the British Philharmonic Orchestra and my showgirls at the #1 theatre in England is just like Mike and his bloody snake? I don't think so. Now, yesterday I put up with it. Yesterday I allowed Mike to steal the show with his bloody amateur filming on YouTube with his snake. But I will not have it that Mike's snake is more famous than me than playing at the Blackpool Grand. I mean, the Beatles have played there. The Queen has stood there. JFK made a speech there. All right? Okay? So let's not be having it. Right? Snake's one thing. Martyn Lucas at Blackpool is another. All right? Sod the snake. We should put together a music video of clips of everyone doing parts of Ding Dong. That would be funny. We could do that. I could mix it in. If you want to record yourself singing along and dancing along to Ya Ya Ding Dong, just record yourself using my track, so it's the same tempo. Record it on an iPhone, send it in to Discord, and I'll mix it in, and I'll make a pop video of me doing Ya Ya Ding Dong with all of you dancing around me. How about it? Who's up for that idea? Give it time. Crazy that all this work the VOO has done since I got into it. 100 shares deep in the beginning of June has all been gone in a few days. Don't worry about it. That's how it works. You've got to look at the S&P in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years. You can't look at it in 5 minutes. That's where people go wrong. That's what happens. So God made a farmer. There's your problem right there. You're getting all like frustrated and you're going to like give up and sell out. And when you sell out, other people like you sell out and I buy. There's your difference right there. Mike, I put you in the picture in the breakfast bar. I'll go and have a look. I know, Mike, way it goes. The plant you talked about is getting me a little frosty currently. MSK, here we go again, behind again. Market curling, let's get a new all-time high below close. Market curling. Damn it, Stacy, I hate snakes. She's pretty. No idea what's going on now. Just rubbish. Everyone's talking rubbish. What's going on, breakfast bar? Oh, God. Some more snake pictures. I'm not even going to show it. I'm not even going to show snake pictures anymore. It's all getting out of hand. I'm sick of it, right? I'm not going to even do it. No, I'm not showing snake pictures. Sod the lot here. You're just abusing my good nature. I come on here with all the good intentions, and you just abuse my good nature. You abuse my good nature. Now then, I want to explain something which some people might find a bit confusing. You might go, well, why didn't you buy? If you were prepared to spend all this margin, why didn't you spend all this margin when it was down? It's a good question, right? Well, it's because I was fully in and I was using some margin, right? But now the market has grown and grown and grown and done well. We now know rates have come down. So what we've got now is a pullback. A pullback is always followed by another all-time high. So now, even though I'm paying more than I would have done if I bought 6 months ago and said, right, sod it, let's put 100 grand on margin. Theoretically, that would have been better than where it is today. The difference being, I would have spent another 6 months in margin as opposed to just coming in now, number one. So that's an extra interest. But also, we didn't know that rates would be coming down. We estimated that, and I made the prediction that rates would come down in September. Now we know they are coming down in September. So even though we've sold off, it's just a rotation. We are going to set another all-time highs in time. So now I'm loading and loading and loading and loading and loading because at some point, these companies that are being sold off are being sold off too cheap. And people are going to jump in. And then they're all going to start following each other on the way up. I'm not. I'm going to be sitting there going, thank you very much. You sold them to me on the way down. I picked them up. And now you're paying more for them on the way up. And I'm doing nothing. And then I'll get back to just spending nothing. Now, the amount I've spent now is going to take me a couple of years to pay off. I'm way ahead. So now I've either got to sell something when it starts going up again, which it will 100% this week, next month, month after, doesn't matter. It will go up. When it does, I can start paying down, start selling stock, or I can just hold it and focus on paying down the margin over time. Now, because interest rates are going to come down, that actually makes more sense. Hold on, because I'm just now coming up to $200 a month now, 600 a quarter now in dividends. Not quite there. I'm getting very close to it. So that's really good. That's really, really good. And I want to get $1,000 a month. That's where I'm going. We could get a channel together with Martyn, the TMZ, and all laugh and make fun on stuff in the now, on a call in Friday. On a call, yeah. You don't need your own channel, Mike, Stacy. You just phone in on a Friday. That's all you need. Don't go to the trouble of setting up a channel. You've got one. We have the whole network here. Just in case you didn't realize, right? I provide entertainment. I provide debate. I provide financial information. I provide music. You don't need another channel. Don't go and set up another channel and get everyone to watch it. No, do it here. If you want comedy weekend, if you want comedy Friday snake weekend, you just phone in on a Friday. That's what the Friday phone-in's for. It all happens here. Don't dilute my business. I've got 40 grand of debt now to pay off. Watch it here. Watch it here. Don't go watch it somewhere else. Watch it here. You tell me what you need, this channel will become it. If you want a specific niche on a Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock, tell me what you want and I'll create it. Tell me what you want and I'll create it. Don't go off somewhere else and recreate it. No, create it here. I've got to pay off some money now. Anyway, let's have a look. I'm happy. It looks like you got yourself into a really good position. I'm happy. It looks like you got yourself into a really good position. Cheers. Danny, what do you mean, mate? What are we talking about? She likes snakes. She likes stocks. Is this supposed to be snake humor, is it? But you always say I ruin your show. You do ruin the show, but I've got to earn money. Beggars can't be choosers, right? I've got way too much margin now. I've got to earn a lot of money. So now I'll put up with it. Mike, you can ruin my show. It doesn't matter now. The standards and the level of standards and quality is basically gone. We don't care about that anymore. We're now focused on just getting you to watch. I'm going to become Meet Kevin. Doesn't matter now. It can be crap. You can phone in and spend the whole time talking about snakes. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Right? Anyway, space is in all sorts of trouble now. I don't see space now as a good deal. I see space at 31 cents a share now. 31 cents a share. Remember that. It's not $6. It was at $10, wasn't it? Just a couple of weeks ago. This is like 32 cents now. This is not good. Virgin Galactic, it's not good. This is not good. For me, that isn't cheap. It's just not worth anything. The market cap now of Virgin Galactic is 134 million. Think of it. For rockets, spaceships, engines, customers, 134 million. That's all that company's worth now. Or at least that's all people are prepared to pay for it. I would be very, very concerned if I was holding Virgin Galactic right now, and I wish everyone the best. Of course, lots of our friends do own it. I'm happy to market it down. I'm buying more tomorrow. Radiant Smile, congratulations. Buy zone on space, 112. 112, so then it's worth 12, then it's worth 6 cents a share. Old money, 6 cents a share. Is that what you're saying? Oh my God. If it's worth that, it'll be worth what? 30 million? $30 million, the whole company. Bloody hell. He won't be worth anything. I mean, you'd be buying the whole lot. You might as well just buy the whole company. Don't worry, Martin. I have my UFO pic of you still from the Conehead day. Oh, God, the Coneheads. The Coneheads. I will follow till I can't click on my YouTube button anymore, Chris Schultz. I love that. I love that, Chris Schultz. Mike, always the star of the show. No, he's not. He's not the star of the show. He's not the star of the show. He's not the star of anyone's show. IBRX, 5 to 20% trade has started that I predicted earlier. Congratulations, Chris Schultz. Is Leah still going to hold it? I've not even spoken to Leah. Leah hasn't even looked at her portfolio forever. She doesn't even look at it. She holds Bitcoin. She holds Tesla. And I sold all my Bitcoin. I told her all about it. She doesn't have as much as I do, but she doesn't even look at it. She just puts it to one side and it is what it is. She's put the money in and she's going to leave it. That's how she looks at it. Look at S&P coming up now. Come on. If it comes back now, if it comes back now, you'll see me get to 107,000 really quick. Like really, really quick. I'm getting close. It won't be much. If it goes on much further, you're going to see 1 for 1 here. Up. If the markets are up 1%, at the moment, I'm going to up about 1.6. So it's really steepening. You're going to see it really steepen in a minute. This continues. Still time to get in before 6:25, says Chris. Is it wise to cash out of my high limit, low interest rate credit card to invest? Is it wise to cash out my high limit, low interest credit card to cash out? What do you mean cash out? You never borrow money on a credit card to buy the S&P. No. Why would you do that? On Robinhood, I'm paying 6.25%. And there's no minimum payment. It's just like $6 a day. That's it. I can pay it all off tomorrow. I can pay up more. I can sell more. That's the way to do it. You don't use a credit card at 23% to buy the S&P. No, the S&P is only going to make 10, 15% this year. For me, it can make about 20 now because I've got margin. At 6%, that's 40. That's 13.5% profit. So even with margin, it's great. It's fine. But no, not at 23%. Is that what you're saying to me? Do not borrow money on a credit card to buy any stocks. Ride to 7 and 8, says Chris. Rubbish, smoke and mirrors. Mike doesn't listen, you're a star. Don't listen, you're a star. Do listen, Mike. Do listen, pay attention, learn something. I performed at the Blackpool Grand. I know stuff, right? I had dancers, an orchestra. I even had a van with a trailer. I know things, all right? I actually did know things. I'm laughing at myself. I am smarter than that. That sounds like I'm an idiot, right? I do know what I'm talking about. It has 2 gaps to 10 on best case. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could a woodchuck chuck a chuck a chuck woodchuck chuck? Yes, I can do that. I just don't want to. Please review Micron Kilo. It's a member's perk, I'm afraid. If you want to become a member, it's only a couple of bucks. I can review a stock for you. What you do is become a member and then you bid for $1 and it goes to the bottom of the list, or you bid higher and it goes higher up the list. I would have been doing 2 reviews today. However, as you can see, there's no light in my studio. I'm running on candlelight and I'm literally, what am I doing? Yes, I'm waiting for my computer to get fixed. After I finish work here in a minute, I'm going down to Apple and I'm going to hopefully get my computer fixed. What's your outlook on Micron support levels, MCR on? I've not done a review on it, so I don't know. I'm not a YouTuber who makes up stuff and tells you for views and makes up stuff because he makes up stuff. I don't know until I've reviewed it. I've not read the balance sheet. I've not studied it. If you want me to, I will. You need to be a member and do a bid from at least $1. That's the minimum. And you'll go on the list and I'll do a review for you. But I don't know. I've not looked at it. Anyone that spam calls into the show is a star. That's right. I mean, that's what I say, Danny, between me and you, Danny. Let me just have a quick word with Danny, right? You know, when I say, when people call into the show, I say call in, right? Everyone's a star, right? It's true, right? Everyone who calls into the show, because the thing is, I want them to be on the show, right? I want people to feel engaged. I want people to feel it's their show. But it's my show, really, right? I tell people that, so they phone in. It's fun, isn't it? But I know who the real star is. It's me. It's not them. It's not Mike with his snake. I let him think he is, make him feel important, right? That's why people phone in. They want to be on the show. They want to call in. They want to feel engaged. You got to make people feel special, even when you think, rubbish, this guy ain't special. You got to make them feel special. It's like when you walk down the street and you go, hello, how are you? You don't really care. No one cares how you are. Right? I don't do it anymore. When I see someone I know, I cross over the street. I don't even say hello anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm not going, hello, how are you? Because I don't care. I don't care. If I see a friend if I saw Mike walking down the street, I know he likes going around Walmart, because once upon a time he was going to make a video at Walmart. He never got around to it. You thought I forgot, didn't you? No, I don't forget. I write stuff down, right? Anyway, if Mike suddenly came out of Walmart and I was walking down the road and I saw him, right? Oh, here comes Mike. It's that guy on YouTube. I'd cross over the road. I'd pretend I haven't seen him. That way, I haven't got to say, "Hiya, Mike, how are you?" No way. I don't want him to think I actually care for real, so I just avoid him. I nip down an alleyway. nip down an alleyway and I can avoid it. I'm only joking. S&P flying now. Martyn called the bottom. I don't know about that. I'm just, no one can call the bottom. It's just making sure that I'm in. I mean, I could sell now. I could start selling some. We're going to get a bounce tonight. Netflix earnings. We need to keep our eye on Netflix, by the way. Here's Netflix earnings tonight. We also got Donald Trump going to speak. People are trying to trade. This is how silly this gets. I was watching CNBC today, and people are trying to pick the stocks that Donald Trump is going to favor. That is a really, really risky thing to do, because what he says and what he does are two different things. You're now assuming he's going to win. He probably will. People are also betting, what if Harris takes over from Biden? She prefers healthcare. This is not investing strategies. This is election speculating and gambling. It's ridiculous. The market's gone down. You buy the dips. You buy it when it goes down. You hold great businesses. You can't pick the winner. Now, if you're lucky and you pick the winner, then great, you win. Donald Trump likes. I mean, I will tell you that Donald Trump likes oil, right? Okay, no surprise there. What are you going to do? Fill your portfolio up with oil. If you buy the S&P, Chevron is in there. ExxonMobil is in there. You've already got it. So just bear that in mind. And what are you going to do? Just go all on in one stock? No, I wouldn't do that. So anyway. You are in the dark ages. Who is? I am. How does that work? How does that work then? Jay Long's here. I have dancers, Martyn. Where are they? I've never seen them. Whenever you call in, there's no dancers. Have you seen AST Space Mobile, recent stock price? I have seen, and I've done a review on AST. If you type in Martyn Lucas Investor, AST, you will AST Space Mobile, you will see my review on it. You can go and check it out. I've not looked at it today, though. I have to focus on the members. If you become a member, I shall focus on you. Would be great if you could get your friend the snake on tomorrow's call, Mike. Yeah, it would be hilarious. I can imagine the content will be beaming. I'll go look for him right now. Mike, I tell you where he is, right? He's round the back of the bins, right? You call it a trash can. In England, we call it the bins. If you go and have a look, he's hiding round the back of the bins, all right? That's where he hangs out, behind the bins, where you should be with your bloody YouTube channel. Name your 3 strongest buys under the radar small cap stocks. Name my 3 strongest buys under the small cap stocks. Well, banks are doing very well. Bank of America that's a mid cap really. Bank of America has recently done 58%, I think it is, over the last 3 months. Banks are doing well. Oil is doing well. Small oil companies are doing well. Healthcare, certain healthcare sector is doing well. I can't think off the top of my head. No, Robinhood's not a small cap, is it? It's a mid cap. Large cap, actually. I can't think off the top of my head. Kilo, I'd need to do some research on that one. And do a sequel video, Mike. Yeah, a sequel's right. You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero. Martyn, Homelander, Lucas. Homelander. I didn't forget Walmart. Well, you did. If I had mentioned it, you would not have mentioned it. That's lies. Lies! We had a debate this morning about lying. And you've just come on in here and started lying. Don't do that. Don't come on here and start lying. We had a vote about that this morning. Don't come on the show and lie, right? You get found out. Everything's recorded. Here we go. Martyn's got ego at it again. That's right. Ego. I've got more dancers. Brethren Jim. Joe Biden's administration will crash the market further through incompetence and uncertainty. That wouldn't make a difference. If you don't like Joe Biden, it doesn't crash the market. Almost guaranteed Trump will be elected. I think you're probably right. And when he does, the market will be bullish. Correct. But what you're saying doesn't really make sense because people are pricing in now a Trump win. And yet we've had the market go down. It's because we've got rotation out of mega cap into small cap. Russell 3000 bounced a couple of days ago. It's fallen away a bit now, but it did go up. And people are already pricing in a win for Trump. So that's not really true. What you've got now is a rotation, and you've got people betting on what stocks Biden will prefer. There's a bit of a battle going on, and they're also waiting to see what happens tonight. Listen to this, folks. I'm going to tell you this right now. Right? Do you remember a few weeks ago we had Donald Trump say the end of the world was going to come for the United States? His actual quote was, "The USA would cease to exist in 48 hours." When Iran attacked Israel. That never happened, did it? But it drove the markets down and then it rallied. What you're seeing is happening again. Donald Trump was attempted assassination was just a few days ago. He's about, in a couple of hours' time, about to speak in a convention. People are selling off, taking profits, not because they think the markets are rubbish, because if Wall Street dump, the markets go down, they buy back, and it sets all-time highs again. Now, why does it set all-time highs? Because you've got people buying back here. They don't want to sell here. They want to sell here. But I bought it here. I never sold it. The psychology of investing. I bought it and never sold it. All I'm doing is adding on the way down to get more and more. They bought it way below here, somewhere down there. Took profits here. It's now fallen down, and now they want to buy it back. Any point now, today, tomorrow, we're going to hit the bottom, and it's going to go up again. And it's going to go to another all-time highs, 3x by the end of the decade, and I believe another 10, 15% this year. Rate cuts, all of that is good. So it's going to go up. They're going to start buying it back any minute. Today, tomorrow, next week, I don't know, I don't care. I don't have to time it. The point is, they're going to buy in here. If they buy in here, they're not going to want to sell here. They're going to want to sell up here. They're going to set new all-time highs. But remember, I'm down there, way down low. I've got some up here, but most of my shares are down there. So all that's happening now is a transfer of wealth. Anyone can sell their stocks all day long. I'm very happy. Sell your stocks, let me buy them, because all you're doing is waiting for Donald Trump to speak tonight, get a direction, up it goes. That's all it is. It's not because suddenly everyone's doing great tonight or Donald Trump said some magic. It's they are trading on the emotion of what's happening. That's all. They're trading on the emotion that people are going to dump today before his speech and before Netflix. It's very important stock. The general market always moves on Netflix. And we got Amazon coming up. We got Coca-Cola coming up in 4 days' time. Coca-Cola, Tesla, all of that stuff. So we're getting people sell off prior to that. So not because it's rubbish, so they can buy back. And then they'll pay more than me, and I'll be in a great position. So the moral of the story is, don't sell, stay in, buy when it goes down, have quality stocks, you won't lose. You won't lose over time. You just got to be patient. And the thing is, everyone is looking at it second by second. We need to remind ourselves, and we need to look at it on the 1 year. On the 1 year, I'm up over $7,000, and I've paid about 153. I've paid about $600 in margin interest, and I've made $7,000. Doesn't matter what's happening today. What's happening is over the last year, I'm up 7 grand. And now I'm buying the dip and I'm buying more. So I can trim off if it gets a little bit too much for me, a little bit too hot, which it's not really. I'm focused. I believe what I'm doing. So I'm okay with it. I'm very okay with it. You got to have patience. Rob, you have a cold heart, Martyn. Do I? What about? What am I talking about? I have a cold heart. Martyn Toledo. I don't know what Martyn's referring to. I might have missed the joke. Probably did. Martyn Toledo, you a member? Martyn Toledo. I can't see if Martyn Toledo's a member. I'm just scrolling up. I can't see it. No, he's not. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what Martyn's saying. How is Netflix valued 50% higher than Disney? That doesn't make sense to me when Disney has so much more than a streaming service. I agree with you, but really bad management. That's why. Mismanagement of funds, wasting of money, debts. That's why. Martyn Toledo, this is just English humour. Yes. I've heard today, not a reliable source, that Trump wants to back the dollar to Bitcoin. Wants to back the dollar to Bitcoin. Really? That's not going to happen. Disney fell into his own woke trap. They need some structural change in a few years. Correct. Yes, but they have some good films, Vaz. Yeah, they have a couple of good films. That must be all right then. Your review from ASC Space Mobile was from a while ago. I think it's time. I agree. Kilo Flauky. I agree, but it's a member's perk. Become a member and I will do a review for you. I can't do a member. I can't do an hour-long video and a review for everybody that comes in and says, can you make me a video? There's not a single channel in the world that would ever do that. Rob, they have been killing themselves with all the remakes. I'm in politics. Bill's back. Hello, Bill. How are you? Hi, Bill. Hi, Bill. Mike, how you doing? Hey, buddy. Bill. Daddy. Hello. The sky is falling. Chicken licking. Read between the lines. Hello, everyone from Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. William. Hello, how you doing? I thought you were from Cornwall. You said you were from Cornwall in England, and now you're from Canada. William Nottingham Sr. You've lost me. You've always been talking about me in England, now you're in Canada. What's going on? Buy space? I don't think so. I am in Newmarket, Ontario. 30 seconds to go. I think we will still be very different. Cloud different. Donald Trump tonight? Yes. Donald Trump tonight will all be about consolidation.
Bill has become a member. Hey, waving hand. Everyone, how are you today? I'm still alive. I go home tomorrow finally to be made comfortable, and you never know.
And you never know. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're comfortable. We love it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The bell has gone. Now earnings season starts. We've got Netflix tonight. We're not covering Netflix. We're going to start with Coca-Cola on July the 23rd. Then we've got Tesla. Then we've got Enphase, Google, Matador, NEE, Skechers, McDonald's, Tilray, SoFi, Virgin Galactic, Microsoft, Apple, APLD, Amazon, CVX, Chevron, Palantir, Rivian, Asti, Hood, Robinhood, IonQ, Plug Power, Rocket Lab, Funware, NVTS, Rumble, Walmart, FFIE, Nvidia, and TPET. If your favorite stock is not on the list, do a super chat and I'll put it on the list for you. Bill, 27 months as a member, a silver member. Great to have Bill with us in the show today. All right. The S&P starting to rise into the earnings. I have bought a ton more of the S&P, coming up to now $600 a quarter, $200 a month. Oh yes, rates better come down, otherwise my margin's going to get too bloody. I mean, if rates go up, then I'm in trouble. But there you go, that's not going to happen. Right. Okay. We're on the way up. Donald Trump speaks tonight. I am off in a minute. I'm going to stay as long as I can. Let's do day trader of the day. I am down 1% today. It's exaggerated by all of the S&P I've been buying. Down 1.03. There we go. Day trader of the day. Members only competition, please. Day trader of the day. Give me your score, please. Let's see who wins tonight. Who wins? Who's up? Who's down? Have you all tapped the like button? Make sure that you've subscribed and rung the bell. Very, very important. And tap the like button. There you go. Tap the like button. Hi, Bill. Come on, give me your scores. Let's see what happens today. If you're behind the stream, do this. If you're behind the stream, do this. Go onto the main stream. If it says live and it's red, you're up to date. If it's red, if it's grey, you're behind the stream. Click that, you're now 30 seconds behind. You want to come up even closer? Click the cogs. Click playback speed and go, whoops, not that one. Click the playback speed. Click the playback speed and go 2 times. You will now accelerate. Here we go. We're now 30 seconds behind. You want to come up even closer? Click the cogs. Click playback speed and go, whoops, not that. There you go. And now you're right up to date, right behind me. And that way you are not going to miss a thing. All right. Down 0.47. Up 37%, but doesn't count. It was all in 1 or 2 stocks. Congratulations. You're up 37%. Yes, it doesn't count. It has to be your overall portfolio, not one stock. But 30. What are you in? Rob Brennan, what are you in to be up that much? Stacy, down 2.05, but sold a few stocks for $8,400 profit. Oh, the drinks are on David Ewan today. $8,400. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. I'm loving it like that. Okay, I'm loving it. There we go. So the winner. Who is the winner? Down 0.47. Stephen Lewandowski is our winner. I don't know why everybody else didn't take part. Very strange. Thank you for your honest trades and giving the thumbs up. There we go. Congratulations, Stephen Lewandowski. Right. Okay. But plugged dropped today. I sold some at 330 and bought some back at 275. That was some leverage day trading on LESL, which got oversold. Congratulations, Rob Brennan. You're using options, obviously, and you're doing all of that. So congratulations to you. Very risky play, but you've made a lot of money. So congratulations to you. Hopefully you won't be paying any taxes on the short-term gains and all the rest of it. Okay. Alrighty then. Just trying to see what's behind. Just bear with me. Just looking at something. Big fat loser over here, says Stacey Bailey. Right. I'm going to get off. I'm about to pack up my computer. I've got 2 computers that I'm taking back. One on the piano, which we use for the music show, and the one that controls the lights. And see if I can get the battery replaced tonight in Dallas at the Apple store. I hope so. If I've got to leave it, I've got to leave it. If it is that case, I will think of a way. No, I won't be able to do the lights because I can't. I don't want to turn the computer on. So there we go. Hopefully they will fix it. We won't think about that. Let's hope they fix it. Right. That's it from me. Same and big, even bigger, I bet. Stacey Bailey, MSK. Right. Well, tonight, wish me well as I drive down to Dallas. Fingers crossed we get it fixed. Join me on the extra channel. In fact, there's no point because I'm going to shut everything down. There's no point doing the extra channel. I'm going to get off straight away. And I'll see you back in the morning. look out tonight. I will be, when I get back, I will be listening into Donald Trump's speech tonight. I want to see, because don't forget, the markets will, I think, still be open. Well, they will be open. Of course they will, 24 hours a day. The S&P will be trading 24 hours a day. So here's my top tip. The S&P 500 is 24-hour trading on Robinhood. This is the deal. This is what I'm going to do, right? If we go over the week, you'll see, can you see when it turns blue? Where is it? 1 week. 1 day. There. See there, look. That is the overnight trading. So we've got the market the bell was gone. We've got another 4 hours, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've got another 4 hours till it's after, bloody hell's it called? After hours. After hours. We'll then go into overnight. So at some point, it doesn't matter when Donald Trump speaks, whatever, keep your eye on the markets tonight. This is what I'm going to do, and I'll put it on X. I will tell you right now. I say what I do, and I do what I say. I'm going to tell you right now. There's going to be no surprises, but there will be a surprise with the market. If they can find an opportunity to get everyone to react, they will. So this is what I'm going to do. In a minute, we're going to get Netflix. In a minute, and Netflix has tumbled. There's Netflix. This does not mean they've missed. There you go. Netflix is down. It doesn't mean they've missed. Let me go and have a look. It's too early. Netflix might not have missed. Right? We're going to get volatility now for Netflix. And then tonight, people are going to trade on on the S&P, the general market, and the mega caps, because they're all open 24 hours a day, on what Donald Trump says. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep my phone with me, even when I'm going down to Dallas. Going to keep looking at my stocks. I'm going to keep watching what Donald Trump says, whatever time that comes. And if we get an immediate reaction, a 5% drop, because we can, a flash crash on what Donald Trump says, I will spend another $10,000 on the S&P. I hope we get it. Don't really want to borrow any more money, but I will. Right? If we get a flash crash, I will. So look out for that. We could. Just like with Netflix, the earnings is not out yet, but it's dropped immediately. Does this? Amazon, we saw a 10% drop once, and do you remember that famous incident when I made 10% in 1 second when I was trading? I was ready. I just put a silly buy order in. So put a silly buy order in. Put a silly buy order in the S&P. 10% down. Sod it. If it goes there, you buy it, obviously, right? And it will go up again seconds later. That's what I'm looking for tonight. And if that happens, I will buy another 10 grand. Dead right. That's exactly what investing is all about. Absolutely. That there is what it's all about. I would only do that, though, on a solid company or a solid ETF. I wouldn't just do that on Virgin Galactic or anything like that with speculation. That would be very, very risky. So here we go. 631. It's down over the month. It's up over the 3 months, Netflix. It's had a drop. Let me see. Isn't Elon Musk speaking today? No, he's not speaking today. You've got Hulk Hogan. If you want election advice, who are you going to ask? A wrestler. Hulk Hogan, he's speaking. You've got the guy who interviewed Tucker Carlson, the guy who interviewed Putin. He's speaking. Kid Rock is performing just before he comes on. There's quite a lot going to go on. So you want to watch it. And if you get a 10% drop, I mean, I'll be all over it. I will put it on X. I'll tell you I've done it. I will have, I'll be thrilled to bits. I mean, really. Do not even think about leverage at 20x MSK. Yeah, yeah, Rob Brennan. Not on Virgin Galactic, no. I will go to 700 by the end of next week. I like risky, just not into it. Way too risky. Yeah, me too. I just don't like Netflix being all that. I wouldn't buy Netflix, not a chance in hell. I'm looking to see what they do though on earnings. So I'm gonna wait for this if I can. If we get the Netflix earnings, I will. Have we got it yet? Oh! There you go. Estimated 4 cents. It's a beat. Good for the market. Yes, it's a beat. Yes, Netflix have beaten on earnings. Very, very nice indeed. There you go. It's a beat on earnings. So now we've got the sell-off because it wasn't enough. Even though it's beaten on earnings, this is what happens. That's good for the broader market. Good. Very, very good. We've got a beat on Netflix. What's happening now? People are taking profit to drive it down before the call. This is your last chance now. If you're going to buy Netflix, I'm not touching it. I don't like it. But it's great for me and great for all of you that own the S&P because it's going up. Netflix, the first mega cap to report, has beaten on earnings. Exactly as expected. No surprise. This is great news. Fantastic. And the S&P is now going up on it, and I'm very happy with that. Now, all we need now is Donald Trump to crash the market on some statement, not because of him, because people will find something they can sell off, buy it back. That's a perfect day for me. So there we go. Netflix has beaten on earnings, and yet we are down today, nearly 4.5%. We're down 6% on the week. Ideal. And it's a beat on earnings. How about that? And it's a good beat too. It's slightly down from last quarter, but that's expected. But it's a good beat. 474, 488. Very, very nice indeed. Let me read the numbers. What's going on with Netflix? We don't need that. Let me read what, here we go, Netflix.
So part of, I guess they have that durable advantage is I think about the cash that they generate. Talk about cash flow and what we got from Netflix on that front.
It's lower than a year ago.
Still continues to be really, really strong.
But still
Carol.
beat.
So they're still guiding to $6 billion in cash flow this year. And remember, they had generated about $6.5 billion last year. But the reason we're seeing a little bit of lumpiness this year is because of all the strikes that happened last year, and so much of production kind of got pushed to this year. But the real metric that we should be looking for is, the 2025 free cash flow. And I'm thinking just for the kind of profitability and the operating margins that they reported, we could easily be seeing about $10 billion in free cash flow going to next year. And that now gives them a lot of flexibility. They could invest in more content, of course, but it also gives them flexibility to do buybacks.
Right.
And that, again, it becomes then your EPS booster over the long term.
They did say in the release during the second quarter, we repurchased 2.6 million shares for $1.6 billion. We have $5 billion remaining under our existing authorization. So I guess stay tuned to see whether or not we see more. What's the number one question you would be asking Netflix on the call here, Geetha?
I think a lot of concerns are still going to center around the advertising business. So I think we definitely want more clarity on that. Yes, they did give some perspective in terms of how many new signups came, but they still haven't actually given us a number in terms of how many number of subscribers are on the ad tier, or what is the revenue that they're generating. I mean, they say it's not it's de minimis, but still, I think we would definitely like to have a little bit more clarity on that.
Red, I want to bring you back in.
I've heard enough. It's great. It's exactly what we wanted. It's a beat. It's a sell-off because that's what happens with Netflix. It's how it trades before the call. This is what it does. People take profit. The business is still growing. It's great. The S&P is going up exactly as I thought. All we need now is Donald Trump to say something exciting tonight, and it's a perfect day. Last time I looked, Netflix. Oh, hang on. If you use eToro, Martin, you can get 20 times leverage on the S&P. So you could 100x. Your 100x would be 2 million. Yeah, that would be very, 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 very irresponsible. And also, eToro's interest rate, I think, is something like, is it 14%? Is it 12, 14%? Same as Schwab. Robinhood is 6.75. There's no way I would use margin on any other platform than Robinhood. Robinhood is the only one. It was the lowest. Is the lowest margin anywhere. There's no point buying the S&P at 14% because you're paying for the price you're going to make. That is senseless. And to do that 20x would be, well, come on then, take all my money. No, that's called greed, going berserk, and you'll lose all your money. So there you go. There you go. You've now got the S&P coming up to support Netflix. There is the trade coming up. As we said, overreaction. Good. Yeah, it's way too risky. Yeah, it'd be bonkers to do that. Yeah, don't ever do that. Do not even think about leverage at 20 times. No. The Hulkster. My trading account is only 430 at the moment anyway. Okay, comedian Rob Newart has passed 94. Bob Newart, thank you, Mike, for sharing that sad news. Thank you very much indeed. Netflix, we've just reported it. Yes, it's a good beat. Thank you very much. You're giving us the numbers there. Reports Q2 earnings Thursday, 488 diluted share up from 329 a year. Yes, all good. Fantastic. 20x, not a chance. Yes, true. I won't use stupid margin, I promise. Nothing wrong with margin, it's just how you use it. I'm using it and I'm very happy to use it. What happened? Plug, can you check the news? Plug power. Plug power, I don't need to see the news. I know the people I know the investors and the traders behind this. It's manipulation coming up to earnings. We've got the plug earnings in, we're going to cover the plug earnings live, and it is August the 7th. So only a couple of weeks away. This is exactly as predicted. What have I said 100 times on this show? Plug will be good on the next earnings, not this one. The next earnings. I've said it over and over again. People bought it too far ahead, pumped it out too much, and the trouble is there are so many investors on this stock. They're not investors. They've contacted me, tried to manipulate Russian oligarchs, all kinds of really precarious characters trying to influence this stock. Be very, very careful. If you can buy it under the $2, which is where I keep telling people to buy it, under the $2, the $1.99, the $2, even around now, and you can hold it, you're going to be fine. It's when people chase it above $3 ahead of the earnings. I'm absolutely 100% certain that the next earnings quarter, not this one coming, the one after, is going to be fantastic. This one's going to be pretty good, but the next one is going to be when it really takes off. This is the volatility before the earnings. This is what Plug does. This doesn't worry me, but it should worry you if you chased it above $3 and chased it up to $4. That you should have bought it at $2 and you should be holding it and not concerned. If you want to trim it off, then that's fine, but I'm not worried about that. Hopefully security is a bit better tonight for Trump. Oh dear. We certainly hope so. Good Rob Brenner, I hate all the YouTubers that promote platforms that allow 100x. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's insane. You don't do stuff like that, but that's, what sucks people in. And you can do that on crypto because fundamentally it's worth nothing. It's only worth what people are prepared to pay. And one thing I know is the people that offer the services, the brokerages and so on, they always win. Like I've always said, own the casino, don't play the casino. And that's just how it is. That's what's happened with Plug. And the beat goes on, RW, hi all, how are you doing? RW. Yes, RW is here. Agree, 100% MSK. I don't touch crypto anyway, and anything above maybe 2x margin is one-way ticket to Brokersville. I visited once before Brokesville. I know, Martin, I'm spamming, but comedian Bob Newhart has passed. Yes, I know. You're not spamming. That's absolutely fine. Thank you for updating me. I appreciate it. Can you check the Plug news? There isn't anything specific. Plug just issued 200 million offering. Well, we knew that was coming because they have to raise money. Where are you seeing that? Oil, Q1 high lows, Yahoo Finance. What's going on with Plug Power today? That was old. If anyone's got that information about Plug issuing more stock, let me know. Put it in links for YouTube and I will share it. I don't have that confirmation. I don't see that at the moment, TJ. And Tolga, I don't see that. Let's go back to Netflix. We're focusing on Netflix right now. Here it comes. Martin, will you buy an Optimus robot that can be on your extra channel when you're not around, so you can have a 24-hour stream? No, I will not spend $10,000 to $20,000 on an Optimus robot. No, I will put the money in my margin. I will invest in all of you buying one. Yes, I just got back from my vacation. Plug. Tarek. We'll be covering the Plug earnings. There's nothing much to say at the moment. There's just volatility. Looks like they pulled the plug on investors. Very funny. RW, where did you go on vacation? I went to Turkey. Lovely. I love Turkey. Glad I sold Plug at 320. Ideal. Plug down 11%. Going to take your advice and buy it too. It's not my advice, but that's the time to buy it. Don't chase it up to 3. You can own it at 2. You can own it at 2. It's like Apple. Own Apple, don't trade Apple. You can own Plug at 2 and then just hold it. How come you're 100% invested in the USA? Not a fan of Chinese scam stocks that can go to zero, whether they feel like it. Yeah, I wouldn't buy any Chinese stocks. Alanya says RW. Nice. I don't know much about Alanya, but just Googled it and it looks beautiful. Right, here comes Netflix again. A lot of trading going on. It's great for the S&P. It's a beat, and I'm very happy with that. So we're loving that. Right, I've got to get off now because I've got to get my computer. In fact, it's already unplugged. I can stay on a bit longer, but I've got to get changed as well. So I think I'm gonna get off. Netflix is rallying now. The S&P is going to rally with it, which is nice. There we go. It's good earnings tonight. People are taking profits. I'm happy with that. Right. Wish me luck. Hopefully I can get my computer fixed. Let's see how many subscribers we've got today. 229 throughout the stream. That's nice. Thank you, guys. Nearly 9,000 over the last 48 hours. We had a bit of a dip last month. We're slowly climbing up again, which is nice. 27,321. I just lost a subscriber. Oh, well. That happens all the time. Are you setting a limit order on the S&P? Yeah. I will. For the speech tonight, yes. When I get off, I will pick a number, but I'll also watch it manually because, again, a limit order is all very well and good, but it's a precise number. Unless you hit, let's say I put 10% drop, I'll buy 20 shares of the S&P and it goes down 9%. You won't get it. If it goes down 9%, I'll just manually do it. If it goes down 5%, I'll manually do it. And it can be quick, but it won't be that quick. And because I'm all in anyway, again, I'm not in a position where I'm too greedy. If I miss it, I'm not really bothered. I've got enough. I've got enough to pay back now. If it does it, I'd like to get it. So I will set a limit order. I'll probably set like a couple, 8%, 9%, 10%, I don't know, something like that. And if the first one comes in, I'll cancel the second two. That's how I'll probably do it. I'm going to sleep some more. I'm still tired. I'll see you tomorrow. RW, fantastic. And welcome home from your lovely holiday. Right. I think that'll do. Let's get off. I'll see you back in the morning for the opening bell. Watch out for the Netflix trades. S&P is rising now, which is nice. Could turn again green. And get ready for a bounce tonight or a sudden crash with Donald Trump's speech. I'm looking forward to it one way or another. I'm not going to sell if it pops up 5%. Not at all. But I would like to own more and just acquire more shares. That's it from me. Thank you ever so much, guys. I'm going to get off. I'll see you back in the morning. I'm not going to bother with extra channel because I'm going to turn it all off anyway. And unless you want to carry on chatting, no. I can't imagine many of you you'd be watching it live, wouldn't you? Does anybody want to be in the extra channel, having the opportunity to chat to each other while Trump's speech is going on? If you want that service, I'll leave it, and that way you can talk to each other while watching Trump's speech and asking each other. So if you want me to continue the extra channel, there goes Netflix. That's great. If you want me to carry on doing the extra channel, say yes in the chat. You haven't got to say no if you don't want me to. But nope, it's okay. No. David, no. If I see about 10 yeses, I'll let it run. If not, I'll turn it off. Because if the extra channel's running, I can pop in when I'm down at the Apple store and I can tell you what I've just bought more. I've just bought more S&P. But no, I think we'll see you all tomorrow. Look at Netflix rise now. Excellent. People are buying in at 634. Very nice indeed. There we go. Ideal. All right, I'll pop off. Have a good Apple visit, Martin. I'm not a member of the extra channel, but would be useful to have somewhere to watch the speech. Yeah, I won't be doing it. I won't be doing the speech in there. I won't be here to run it, so I won't be able to. What time is he on? I think he's on about 5 o'clock. An hour and a half from now. I'm not sure. It'll be on all the major networks. I mean, everyone. Fox will cover it. CNN will cover it. Sky News will cover it. I mean, everybody. Bloomberg. Everybody will cover it, so you won't miss it. All right. That's it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much indeed. It's a perfect day. We got a beat on Netflix. The S&P is now going up. I bought some really all-time lows. What was my last buy-in? My last buy-in on VU was... My last buy-in was 506. Can you see it? Hang on. Yeah. 506.30. 506.30. And we are now at 508. So I've made $10 on those 5 shares already. So I've only got to get to 515, and that's my highest shares. And I could start selling now, really, because I'm selling the ones at the bottom anyway. But if I wanted to trim and get rid of all my margin, I could, if I wanted to. But I'm not going to. I'm going to try and hold all the positions and not sell anything. Right, that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks for joining me again. I'll see you back early in the morning, as always. Netflix, good news. It's rising quickly, just as predicted. Oversold always does the same thing. It does the same trading every time. Thanks for a great day. I really enjoyed the debate and the conversation. How did you think it went without all the lights on? We've had no lights today because the computer's down. Did you prefer it? Did you like it? Do you miss the lights? Or you're not bothered? Or you didn't even notice and you wonder why I spend all this money going to all this trouble? Let me know. Let me know on X, or let me know here before I go, or let me know in Discord, or don't. That's all right. That's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. I'm going to end the stream. Let's get out of here. Let me click that. Lights are better. Thank you very much. Yeah, you've got the key lights, the background lights. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you said that. Otherwise, no, you just spent thousands of dollars for nothing. Thanks, Martyn. Great show, Rob Brennan. Can you imagine if everybody went, no, it's rubbish. You're better off on your phone. You don't even need a studio. Just use your phone. You can sell all that equipment and do it out in the garden. Festivities start at 5:45. Is 9 p.m. Is that Central Time or Eastern Time, David? Could you just confirm? Is that 9 p.m. Eastern Time? Or Central Time? I'm thinking Central Time, I'm thinking that's Eastern Time. Oh, Central. 9 p.m. Central. Great. I'll watch it. Right, folks. Thank you ever so much. Ta-ra. Have a lovely evening. Look forward to seeing you all in the morning. And that's it from me. Make sure that you watch all the videos back to back, because I've now got a huge amounts of margin, and I've got to earn huge amounts of money, and I've got to pay huge amounts of debt back. So please watch all my videos 5 times, super chat everything, super thanks everything, and then I can pay off my debts. Fair enough? Till then, take care of yourselves and each other.